Welcome back to BenGGie's blog, and today we are just playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be using this Altergeist deck. I'm not tested the new pot yet. I don't know if I'm going to bother messing around with the side deck. The extra deck's kind of built based on some old stuff I was playing. Just going to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! Using Altergeist. The concept behind this build is that it plays 3 of all the monsters because I'm playing Pot of Desires at 3, and I don't want to lose all of my main deck cards. Now I know I can play Pot of Extravagance at 3 and just lose my extra deck, but I value the Altergeist cards in the extra deck a lot, and I don't really want to lose any Hexias. I don't want to lose my Prime Banshee. I know I can just drop a lot of these excess Link monsters and go the other way. But we're going to do that. I'm also going 50-50 on Secret Village and Rivalry. I don't really like them, but I mean, some decks just can't play through them, so let's just see how it goes. Probably play 1 or 2 games before calling it a night. Instantly entering a game versus someone named Lamperouge08. Lelouch Lamperouge is an anime character from Code Geass with the power to control minds. We win the dice roll. I'll be going first. Because it's an Altergeist deck. Oh, I opened the combo. That's great. So the combo, if you're not familiar, is Foolish Burial and Marionetter, because it allows you to start the game by activating Faker using the Marionetter. Now, I already have Manifestation, so I'm going to get Protocol. And this allows me to activate the effect of my Faker on the first turn to get access to the, Mula-Seek. So I can make a Link 2 on first turn. Having this guy on board is always nice on the first turn. Hard to get him on there. Otherwise, I already have Faker, so I'm going to take Konkiri. I am playing 3 Konkiri in here. Konkiri is amazing. And you can use Konkiri infinite times per turn. Because, well, he's not once per turn, but you can get him on the field quite a bit. So we're going to start off by activating the Altergeist Protocol just for the sake of getting it face up, just so I could put this multi-faker anywhere on the board, really. I'm going to put it over on the left so I could put the Silcoitus next to the Hexia, so I can bounce the multi-faker and one of their cards. But I mean, odds are they're going to play their spell first and force me to tribute the Silcoitus, but I can bring it back with the Manifestation, so I'll get 2 negates that way. If they try to run over the multi-faker or any of these cards, I get to block with Konkiri. If they try to attack again, I then shuffle back with the Peripheral Spoofing, shuffling the Konkiri into deck, adding another copy of it to hand to block the second attack. Odds are our opponent's just going to surrender because this board is pretty solid. It'd be better if I had 2 more traps, obviously. I think I can only have gotten 1 more trap as like a maximum turn 1 board. I don't know what he's going to do. He's spending a lot of time not playing any cards whatsoever. Come on, Lelouch. Just use your mind control powers and tell me what to do. He's got a 40-card deck with a 15-card extra deck, which means he could be playing any deck. It could be good, it could be bad, it could literally be anything. Probably just bored of watching me set up, or surprised by my Foolish Burial. Now, unfortunately, that means my Faker is subject to, what's that card? Call by the Grave? Should he call by my grave my Faker when I go to summon it back off of the Manifestation, that would be minutely annoying. Although, if he called by the Graves it, and I summon the one from my hand, actually, I wouldn't be able to summon it from my hand, because the effect would be negated. What's this? Sign it, Storm. I don't need to negate that at the moment. All linked monsters on the field gain 500 attacks, so that brings up my guys. Okay, this guy, when he's normal summoned, he targets level 2 in his graveyard and summons it, but he doesn't have one. So if I bounce this, I could end his turn, but I don't know for sure what else he has. Oh, what the hell is that? I think that just allows him to link using that in his hand. That guy does something. This guy summons a token. So he's summoning a token. What does he do? If this is used as link material for summon a Code Talker, he can add and assign it spell or trap to his hand. Well, he's chain blocking the one I would want to negate, so I'm going to let that go. So I'm going to let that go. I want to see what the spell or trap is before I bounce the Code Talker, which is a good chance is what I'm going to do. Once per chain, if you take 2,000 or more battle damage or effect damage, you can shuffle the face down cards in your extra deck to activate the top card of the Cybers Link monster. Special summon it. Target a Cybers monster you control, banish it, and if you do, add 1 Cybers monster from your deck to your hand whose attack is lower than the monster. I don't need to do any of this yet. Another thing I can do is I can manifestation back my Mulaseek and then bounce the, what do you call it? Okay, so this guy can only be summoned once this turn, this way. What does that do? This lets him do an additional normal summon. That's fine. I don't really care what he does. It's the monster effect that I think I need to negate. I already used Faker this turn, so summoning it back is not the goal. But I can block at least 3 attacks, potentially 4, if I can block an attack and then bounce with the... Oh, well, that's not fun. He had a complicated deck, and I had to read his cards, and he couldn't make moves in a reasonable time frame. Let's play another one. So you're given about 1.5 minutes to make your plays, and you gain more time if you're making plays, and you lose time if you don't, and it goes for both players. But I didn't need to read his cards long enough for him to figure out what he was doing. Okay, so the biggest problem with my build is that I tend to have issues getting a hold of trap cards. So at the moment, what's the best play? I mean, I can get the Faker, but is there any benefit to me having the Faker? I guess the best play is for me to normal summon Silk, and I can Concuri to block an attack, and I can actually do that twice. Because Silk will actually block an attack, Concuri will then... Well, Concuri will block an attack, Silk will bounce the card, and then Concuri will block another attack, should he have 2. And then next turn I can start trying to get a hold of more specific cards. If the Concuri gets on the board... Okay, that looks like the default I didn't know what to do play. So we're going to block this attack. I don't need to negate his card. There's no benefit to doing that. Surrender. Okay. As expected. I hate rematching people who quit before you even get like a chance to like play. I don't know. I try to play decks that don't automatically lose to anything, so I don't have that issue. Stone Cold Steve Austin is our latest challenger. What will Stone Cold be playing? I don't know. He doesn't seem to want to start the game, so I'm going to give him about 5 seconds before I go to the next game. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so the Royal Rumble's tomorrow, so I'm in countdown mode, counting down. Somebody else got in there first. Stone Cold's not playing. D key. Alright, so I lost the dice roll, or rock, paper, scissors. Our opponent will choose what to do. This is like the one time it would have been nice to actually have the Pot of Duality, because my hand is not... There's no special summons in this hand. The one of Pot of Duality is like a card I care for the least in the entire deck. I assume that was Herald of the Arclight. Okay. Cyber Angels are okay. Pretty much he paid half his life points to do this. So he's showing me the spell, which is what he searched, which means he may not have the monster, so I could negate the incantation to prevent him from getting a monster. Like, he might be able to summon a Cyber Angel, but maybe he doesn't have the Ben 10 in his hand, so I'm going to negate that for now. And I really want to get my skill drain face up so that when he does get his Herald of Perfection on field, assuming he's playing Herald of Perfection, he won't be able to just auto-negate everything I do. Oh, prep. Then I guess he might get it out anyway. But I do have a counter trap, which is a problem for Herald. Okay. Cyber Angel Natasha is a... I think it's a... What does it do? When a ritual monster you control target for attack, you can negate the attack, and if you... if this card's in the graveyard, you can banish one other Cyber Angel monster in your graveyard. Target one monster your opponent controls, special summon it. This card, and if you do take control of that monster, so... Cyber Angel can summon itself. Okay, it looks like he had pretty much everything already. Ben 10's going to get another card. He's going to get... So Ida 10 is searching his deck to add a ritual spell. And Ben 10 is searching his deck for a monster, so he could summon the Ben 10 also. Ben 10 doesn't really do anything when it's summoned, does it? I'm not sure what people want Ben 10 for. I guess he's probably got something to Natasha. So that's going to give him some life points. This is also going to steal a lot of my monsters, so I don't really want to leave monsters on board. Oh, he isn't normal yet. He'll use his Cyber Egg to do whatever it does. Cyber Egg's a new card. I guess if you're going to pay off your life points for Foolish Burial, what's it called? Super Foolish Burial? Foolish Mass Burial. Okay, if he's going to pay half his life points, at least he has a monster that can actually bring all those life points back. So Cyber Egg Angel is a Manju for Ritual Sanctuary or Machine Angel Ritual. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, I got figures, so I can't summon at the moment, so let's dig the deck. Okay. Marionette will get me the same trap card. What I don't want to do is kill the... I don't want to kill the Natasha, so I'm going to be blocking its attacks with Konkiri. I guess he could put it in the graveyard himself. It's something I hadn't considered. We are going to kill... I can only kill the egg or the incantations. I'm going to kill the incantation that's level 6 because it's probably the biggest one for a ritual summon. Killing the Natasha doesn't do anything because I don't want this card in the graveyard. He has 4 spells in the grave, so he can Monster Reborn the Cyber Egg Angel if I allow it to go to the graveyard. I probably will be bouncing all these ritual cards with Multi-Faker over the course of the period with the Silkitis. Okay, nothing I can do about that. Card that searches 1 card and gets him a ritual spell back. That does a lot. Another Natasha. Is he going to ritual 1 over the other? That would be one way to put it in the graveyard. Is this a once per turn effect? Once per turn... I don't believe so. As long as this card's in the graveyard, so I kind of want my own monster to die, I guess, so I'll probably protocol with it. And then, oh no, I don't really want to protocol. I guess if I protocol, the skill drain will keep me safe. He's only got a little bit of life points. If he uses this for ritual summon, he can make all his guys gain 1,000. Okay, so he's got double that thing. Alright, I don't really care about him getting his life points at the moment. I think I'm in a good spot, because these are never... Oh, okay, he linked away. Okay, so we're striking that because I don't really want to give up the cards I have. Alright, Silk's going to bounce to Natasha. Now the other one in the graveyard, there's nothing I can do about that at the moment. It's probably going to take control of my card. I get to block the attack with the Konkiri. And he can't get over me with the Natasha. Ooh, didn't see that coming. Well, I don't really want that happening. Negate that. I guess he's just going to use a lot of Phoenixes really to get over me. On my turn, I'll make a lot of plays with the Faker. Ritual Sanctuary. Okay. I could block another attack. Don't really want to do that, though. Well, I'm going to just skill drain this guy, which means I won't be able to Faker next turn. Well, the spell card's not going to do him any favors, actually. Just being in his hand is not enough. What the hell's that? Should be... Not Cyber Egg Angel, not Cyber Angel. So that's gonna... He's pitching one spell card just to get another spell card. Does this get a monster? A light ritual monster or a ritual spell card. I don't really like how they made most ritual cards. Light fairies. I guess they go with the Manju, but it's kind of like typecasting. Not really fair. Well, I hate doing this, but here we go. Because that Cyber Angel is going to be in the graveyard forever. It's crazy. Got that one spell. Oh, we're definitely doing the most damage this way. If I link this away, I can get another manifestation. I guess I kind of want to link all my cards away, because if I don't have monsters, he can't... Oh, wait, can I not destroy it? Oh, he protected it with his Machine Angel Ritual. Not sure that's a good idea. This monster just sitting here, I guess he can't die, but it's just a monster with no real purpose. Not going to negate anything anyway. I can at least recover cards. I live off of these manifestations. They just sit on my field and play defense for me. That's the card I wanted to negate. And that'll get me a card back. Also, by picking this up, your cards are under skill drain. You can only do so much. And you can't kill me while I have Konkiri here. I'm trying to see what you got. He's got 1, 2. I gotta check your graveyard again. Just got the Natasha, 2 Natashas, 3. Okay. I'll just take the hit. I feel like I should summon this. But I feel like the Natasha's going to come back in a minute and ruin my life a little. But he still has to, like, target my card, I guess. I'm not that concerned about you having that monster. You can't gain the life points, and you... Oh, he takes control from the graveyard, so... That's mildly annoying. I'm just going to kill you next turn. I guess skill drain makes it hard to win because of the, oh shit. I'm supposed to Faker last turn. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I'm just going to soak this thing back to his hand so he can't keep doing this. My own monsters are too small. Is there a way to get rid of my skill train that I can think of? Not really. I guess I'll just be silking my own thing back to my own hand soon, I suppose. Just have to keep hanging on here. You know, it's funny that the Ritual Sanctuary is negated by the Konkiri that's face up on his field. Or her field. I guess it could be a girl. Don't know. Don't really care. Did I use the Hexia this time? Because I can link these into another Hexia. Let's do that. Like the Prime Banshee and Silk, let me hide my Ash targets. What am I adding to hand? I guess I don't want to run out of trap cards. And then from deck, I don't know what I'm getting at. Let's see, I already got that. More manifestations. Only need one protocol. Now that that's been bounced to his hand, I don't think he could summon it using its effect because it hasn't been ritual summoned properly. I mean, your field spell is negated, so I don't really care about that. I'd rather you not draw a card. As silly as it seems, Ashing an Upstart Goblin is the only card he has that actually does something. Okay, gonna... Do I have another Silken deck? I might not. If I don't, then I fucked up. No more Silks in deck. Mildly annoying. Alrighty. Okay, good. Alright, so that was BenGGie Plays, and I guess this will be a regular thing. I have to play Yu-Gi-Oh! At some points, and I do enjoy this deck. So let's go back to the deck list real fast. It's pretty cool. The only thing that shouldn't be here is some of these Link monsters. They're not on my live build. I did want to test 1-for-1 in the side deck for if I move against Thunder Dragons. It gives me another card that gets me to my Mulasik, which would get me to Out Thunders, but I don't really want to have to play that. Yeah, I don't know. See you next time.